You're muted, lad.
You're muted. I thought it was me. I thought,
how shit is that? I was going to say, blame me. I was getting a cherry coke. I was going to say, fucking blame you. Your laptop's gone. He fucking wandered off. What a start. What a start.
Hey, you know what? That's perfect, right? Because it basically resembles us almost conceding after 30 seconds yesterday.
Of course, we did the post right then.
Fucking brilliant.
Reds 4-1 win to the Reds last night against Barnsley in the FA Cup. We've progressed, and as we know, we've got Brighton at home. Still can't remember when it is, but it is what it is. We will play them eventually.
Weekend, isn't it?
Is that what it is? Around the 14th of Feb?
Yeah.
Interesting. But look, if you just join us, smash a like and subscribe. Mo, how are we? Got the Liverpool shop on today. You've moved away from Wales. You're back in the Scouse colours, lads, of white and red.
I'm showing the old school kits, what I grew up with. So yeah, going back to the old school.
Greg, is the laptop all right now, lads? Or?
The laptop's on. I've been messing about with it for the past 5 because I don't want it to just fucking do a mad one again. You know what I mean? But I think it should be sound now. It should be. Well, I hope so anyway.
At least you're here. Someone thinks it was the lateness your fault. Bit of all of us fucking about backstage, having a laugh, talking videos and talking fucking mad stories as we do. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Yeah, Mo. The first look at one of the comments, lad, already. Oh, Xabi Alonso.
I'm glad he spelt it right. A lot of people have been saying Zabi. Well done.
Yeah. Do you know what? Before I come to you, Mo, actually, Greg, I want to get your thoughts because we give our thoughts yesterday, Mo, didn't we, on the Alonso situation? Greg, what's your thoughts with that? Because I tell you what, that's a horrible football club, isn't it?
Yeah, so I think before we even get into talking about Alonso, we need to put down some basics, like set in stone basics, right? We all know the club are never going to sack a Premier League winning manager mid-season. That's just a given. Right.
Until it goes
I feel like there's been enough sackable offences this season, right, for it to have happened. It's not going to happen now, especially towards the business end of the season. It's just we're past the New Year point. Stuff's about to get serious. You don't want to be changing management now. So if it is going to happen, it's obviously going to be in the summer. I'm not against it, right? I'm not against it at all. I think Alonso is a very good coach. I think he's a very good tactician as well. We all know that the whole reason he's struggled, or quote-unquote struggled, at Madrid these past 6 months is because of the politics. The Madrid politics is absolutely unforgiving. Zidane won 3 Champions Leagues, and he couldn't even survive the politics. Ancelotti, all you need to do is say the name. He couldn't survive the politics. It goes to show what kind of job that is, right? And then you go to another point. People have said, oh, but why would you want Xabi Alonso? Oh, lad, he came to Anfield twice and he's conceded 5 and scored none. I want managers to come to Anfield and shit the bed. That's expected. What are you on about, lad? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get that point. I want
to be beating most teams anyway.
And shit the bed. That's the standard. That's a given. That's what I want to see. I want managers to come to Anfield and absolutely fucking pasty all over the gaff, lad. Simple as that. Do you know what I mean?
Brendan Rodgers also beat Klopp as well, so it means nothing.
Granted. I expect teams to come to Anfield and be shit. So that means nothing for if I want Alonso or not. That means nothing. Because I expect teams to come to Anfield and get beat, done, dusted. But yeah, I am all for Alonso coming in, maybe in the summer, if things really don't go well towards the end of the season. I think, as I said, he's a young manager. I mean, he's already shown what kind of potential he had at Leverkusen, getting them to a double.
Fucking undefeated, weren't he? In about 50
getting
games.
them to an undefeated double. The only game he lost that season was the final of the Europa League. That's the only game he lost. He's worked with Wirtz, he's worked with Frimpong. That's already, we know what we're getting there. You know what I'm saying? We already know what we're getting there. And the kind of energy that he would bring to not only the players, but the fans, I think is also a massive boost. Yeah. So I think for them reasons alone, yeah, I would accept Alonso being at Liverpool. I would take that. I would. But I don't think it will happen mid-season.
No, I don't think it. I agree with Greg. It may not happen mid-season, Mo, until they fall over again, Liverpool. Because Because at the end of the day, Mo, if they go through a fucking phase of getting beat by shitheads, 3-0s and all that, Mo, you know, we watched that game together, Mo, the Forest one in particular. The manager won't have. They have an excuse now, don't they? That's the problem that he's got.
I think in their heads they've made their mind up end of the season that, you know, even if Slot, I think the only way Slot's going to keep his job, in my opinion, is if we win the Champions League. You can't sack a manager who's just won you the Champions League. But
yeah,
just personally, I don't think we are capable of doing that this year. I think even if you guess Champions League qualification and an FA Cup, I think he'll still be shown the door, you know? So, because Edwards' first choice was Alonso, and if Edwards has a hard-on for Alonso, he's gonna try and go and get him, isn't he? Like, you know? So,
you're right. On the list.
Both of you are right. There's no way that he's going to get sacked mid-season, especially after...
Tuchel wasn't sacked straight after the UCL, was he? Someone just said, I swear he had half a season and then got sacked.
Who, Tuchel?
Yeah, at Chelsea. Yeah. He still had half a season after that and then got sacked.
Well, like I said, I don't think he'll get sacked mid-season. The only possibility that he would is, like you said, Ben, if we have a string of results which doesn't go our way, and 10 games to go, we're out of the top 5, then they'll pull the trigger.
I agree. I think he could get sacked mid-season myself, but I mean, he's not going to get sacked by this. I know people are like, just fucking get rid of him now. Bring Alonso in. For one, Alonso probably want a couple of weeks off only, just to fucking
calm down a little bit.
Yeah, fucking right. But one thing for sure is when you look at them videos and you see Mbappe fucking telling the players to get off the pitch and all, what a horrible club, isn't it? Do you know what? Good luck, Trent, you dickhead. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, shout out to everyone in the comments. If you just join us, smash like, subscribe. Greg, this comment in particular here, I just want to bring it up. From Dicko, teams have started to fancy the chances at Anfield, and I don't like that. You've just mentioned it like the nearly fucking conceding after 25 seconds.
Yeah, no, that's what you know what I mean? That's what I said. Like, Liverpool fans this season, and this is not me trying to have a dig at anyone, but I'm just saying on the as a general consensus, right? We've all said the Anfield factor has been lost. We've lost like 3-4 games this season at Anfield, I think. Something like that. That for me, that's 3-4 too many. Yeah. That's 3-4 games that we've lost at Anfield too many. Done simple as that. And then you've got people again going back to the Alonso thing, then going, "Oh yeah, but we beat Alonso twice." Like, no, but we should be beating everyone who comes to Anfield. It's Anfield. You know what I mean? Jurgen Klopp went 3 seasons, or was it 3 seasons without losing a game at Anfield in the Prem?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that's Anfield. That's Anfield. You're not going to get a penny from coming to this ground. And loads of teams, even if they haven't walked away with 3 points, they've walked away with something that they can be like, you know what? We've got a bit of vim going on here for the rest of the season. And a lot of teams have had that coming out of Anfield this season. And I think that's more of a scary thing than us actually losing some of the games that we've lost at Anfield. When you actually put some of the results into context.
It's strange. I think I do think there's a problem at Liverpool, Mo. Teams have now thought, fuck it, the best way to combat them is to go and have a go. And I thought they'd done themselves quite well last night, Barnsley. I thought that kid, the winger who scored the goal, the one that Sabozlai brought down, you know, that was touch and go. But let's start off first with regards to the first goal, Mo. Tom, he's definitely better outside the box hitting the ball than he is inside the box. But my God, what a goal that was. There was no backlift. It was like a fucking Hasselbank fucking strike, wasn't it?
Oh, it was Gerrard-esque, may I say. It was a hell of a rocket. And I think
still going up as it hit the fucking net.
Yeah, it was like 2 keepers ain't saving that. I think I read something that he's the only player and Gerrard who've scored outside the box or something.
I think John Arnorisa was another one.
And John Arnorisa, yeah, in every competition for Liverpool. So nice, players to be alongside. But yeah, it was a brilliant finish. And I think we needed it at the time. They made Mama work a couple of times before that, you know. Like I said, they hit the post after 30 seconds. They had a long shot, which was saved by Mama. They were not pressuring us, but they were getting chances. And I think that goal came at a good time from us. It just quieted, it boosted the crowd up. it quieted them down a little bit, and it was a hell of a strike.
Oh, it fucking was. Greg, leading off the back of fucking Szoboszlai's cracking strike, I think Frimpong was as good. Cutting in on his left.
I think Frimpong's goal was just as good.
Yeah.
Fucking
If anything better, I'd say.
All of the goals were good, actually. All of the goals were good.
I think.
Yeah.
You know what? Like, I feel like Frimpong has been doing stuff like that all season, but it's either been he's put a cross into the box, and we've not had any strikers in the box to get a touch onto it, or he's just not had the space to be able to have a shot on, so he's had to play it back.
Yeah.
Thankfully, last night he had the chance to shoot. He took it and he scored. He scored loads of goals like that at Leverkusen, by the way. Loads. You know what I mean? Like that's not uncommon for him to do. That is a very Frimpong coded goal. He's done that many times before, and I'm sure he will do it many times again.
I think he's a cracker, Greg.
Yeah, no, shame. I think he's incredible. I think he's a great player, and I don't think he's played any worse or any better now than what he has done in the past. I just think it's just a case of how shit we were. People were just, what's the word? We were kind of just being over critical about everything because of how bad we actually were. But it's just, for me though, I think as much as the Frimpong goal was incredible, I think 9 times out of 10, when he does that, he won't be able to get a shot on. He needs someone to pass the ball to in the box. And there's no one really there to pass it on the pen spot or just outside the 6 yards. The only person there is Gakpo. It's a bit of a problem. It is.
This is why the loss of Isak is a problem, because he stands in the middle of the box, lad.
Yeah, exactly. It's a problem. It's a very big problem, man. And it's something that will come with, system tweaks and hopefully individual player coaching, stuff like that.
A bit of confidence, lads. A bit of confidence goes a long way. I think this team has lacked confidence, Mo. Hence the fucking mistake from Szoboszlai. What was that all about? Do you know what? That's the one thing that he needs to get rid of his game. I think he's got a bit of arrogance to Szoboszlai in the wrong way.
That's arrogance, that is.
Because he fucking, at times, he tries to be too nice on the ball. I see him pull out the tackles. Don't get me wrong, he's got some great traits in his game. But if he wants to be a fucking leader, you can't be doing shit like that in front of your fucking goal. Certainly not to Barnsley. Because they could have made that game really difficult last night. I know they did. But I mean, if they start putting everyone behind the ball, fucking hell.
If that's a better team, I'll be get punished. That's
100%.
That's
they level that game if fucking that happens. Do you know what I mean?
That's the thing. Dom wouldn't have done that if it was a Premier League game, No way he would have done that.
Fucking do it anyway.
Yeah, and I think Slot said that afterwards. He shouldn't be doing that in a Premier League game in training. I'll have a word with him privately. And he's right to have a word with him because, you can't be doing shit like that, man. Like, okay, when he pulls it off, we're all like, yeah, amazing. But at the end of the day, you're on your penalty spot, inside your penalty spot, and you're trying to do
it's a high risk, no reward kind of.
Yeah. There was no need to do it. He had a player out wide, and he could have just. Yeah. There was no players around him. He could have just drove the ball forward as well, It was a brain fart, Ibu fart brain moment.
I just can't. Anyone with talking about the managers, we'll talk about that situation later. We'll just go through the game. One thing's for sure, though, Greg. Sorry, Mo. The manager had to make the subs at half time. Around half time. Florian comes into the game. Ekitike came into the game. And I'll tell you what, the goals just. They carries on being quality, didn't he? I thought that the flick from Hugo, as I could see in the comments. Yeah. Someone made the comments here. Yeah. How good was Hugo's back heel for Wirtz's goal?
So good.
Florian's really grabbing the game by the scruff of the neck now, Mo, isn't he? At times.
5 goals contributions in the last 5 games. So getting
like
there.
That, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. And I'm going to be honest, when he made those subs yesterday, I was like fuming. I was like, do we really need to bring on these 3 against Barnsley? But in hindsight, it worked. They played well. They got a couple of goals. I think it's the first time in Liverpool's history, if I'm right, that 2 sub players have come on and scored and assisted each other. So, that's a new one for the record books. I was fuming with the subs, if I'm honest with you. But in the end, I was like, oh, fair play. You got it right. And it was good to get minutes in Hugo because he needs that after his
He
injury.
needed it, yeah.
Yeah, he needed it. I'm not sure whether Flo needed it, but look, he came on. He got a goal, he got an assist, and that would only do well for his confidence. So all in all, a good night of work.
That's it. Just in particular on the new players, Greg. Wirtz and Ekitike, they've been fucking brilliant lately. Ekitike, he's had a cracking season for Liverpool. The club's seen him as his stats were very, very high. I believe the only two forwards that had better stats than was Haaland and Mbappe, and it's not a bad crowd to be in with, is it?
No, of course not. Like, I think all season we've all known who our most our most kind of lethal signing has been. It goes without saying. It's obviously been Ekitike. He's the only new signing with a song. He's the only new signing who gets the crowd going, bar Wirtz, I'd say. Maybe Frimpong as well. Kerkers is getting there. Rather, I should say he was the first one to do that. I just think he's got
to water, didn't he?
He's got some sort of swagger about him that only Firmino had. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Only Firmino really had that kind of, that he's a cool fella. You know what I mean? He's got that just, like, I don't know. I'm trying to not say the word aura because it's not the right word, because like if you say aura, you're talking about someone like Van Dijk with presence. But I'm talking like he's just, I don't know, he's got a personality to him.
I think you can say aura. I think it is an aura thing.
And I think he channels that personality in the way he plays. He's not cocky, but he's also not too humble. He's a good balance of the two of them.
I think he knows he's good.
He knows he's a good footballer, and he plays like he knows that. He's the perfect blend of like everything.
For me, though, he's definitely not a main number 9. I think he's a bit different, slight difference to like Greg, you've just said it there. Isak stands in the middle of the box. Ekitike likes to move around a bit, doesn't he? I think Liverpool have got the best of both worlds. They've got a bit of different. It's totally different to Isak.
Ekitike, you can play him off the left. If you want to, you can play him on the left. And I'd happily play him on the left, mate. When Isak comes back
floats around, lad.
I'd happily play him on the left.
Yeah, just let him float around. And, Liverpool signed an absolute demon in him. He's going to be some player over the next few years. And, Mo, I know you've been bigging him up as well. And he's definitely become one of the crowd's favourites, isn't he? You could see, I can't remember which game it was, but he came off the bench at Anfield. And as soon as he came on, he lifted the crowd in the second half. It's a bit earlier in the season. I can't remember which game it was. There's fucking been that many of them. But I do think, and I'm sure Greg will agree, and Mo, this one's to you, and I'll bring it up with Greg as well, get involved. I think the new signings, one or two have obviously got their injuries, so it's hard to fully judge them at the minute. Isak, we know the player he is. Leone looked a cracker. But I think the others have done themselves quite proud recently, Mo. In the difficult times, they've got Liverpool going, I think.
100%. I think the new players have...
they've settled in now.
They've settled in, and during that bad patch we had, they've been the front runners. Like, they've lifted and pushed the team forward as more than the established players, But yeah, I mean, the stats don't lie. Flo, 5 goal contributions in the last 5 games. Frimpong now is getting more minutes after his injury, and he looks a hell of a player, even on the right. His pace is lightning, and the fact that we can use that kind of pace is exciting. They're all Ekitike speaks for himself. They're all linking up well. There's a relationship building now between Ekitike and Florian.
Yeah.
Ekitike Flow, we can call it now, or something like that. We'll think of a double barrel name. Hugo Flow, yeah. So it's all starting to click, and I'm quietly excited for the second part of the season. I genuinely am.
There's something to build on, isn't he, when they play like this?
I think, I agree with that. I think if we can get past Brighton in the Cup, get to the 5th round, and see if we can get to the round of 16, which we should do anyway, we're in for hopefully in for a decent little business end of the season. As I said, you'd hope for it, wouldn't you?
I think there's a good chance Liverpool win the FA Cup, boys.
Well,
yeah, of course. I want all in the FA Cup, mate.
Fucking right, I do.
We do got to get lucky with the draw, though. I mean, Man City get some cannon fodder teams, don't they? Like, you know? I wish we had some of those cannon fodder teams, but yeah, we need to get lucky, get past Brighton and get lucky with the draw. And yeah, I reckon we can go far as well.
What do you think of the Brighton draw, Mo?
I said to you last night, I was like, oh, potential banana skin, but at home we should have enough. But like Greg said, Anfield hasn't been the fortress as late, is it? And they knocked out Man United at United, you know, so they all come to us with confidence. But I think we should still have enough to go through. It's not the ideal. Nobody wants to draw a Premier League side in the next round, you know. No, but of course. In hindsight, maybe it's a good thing because we dropped our standards yesterday to a League One standard for a long period of the game. Now, if we're up against a Premier League side, maybe that will up our standard straight away. And
I think it will.
It's not a bad thing.
That's why I wasn't too bothered if we got a bigger tie, Greg, because I think Anfield needs a big game. It's been a bit quiet.
You know what? If United beat Brighton, we would have had United at Anfield.
Now we're talking.
It would have been United at Anfield, but obviously since Brighton beat them, we've got Brighton instead. I do think Anfield needs a big fixture because I think
crying out for an Arsenal or a City, Greg.
What was the last big game we had at Anfield? I think it was probably Madrid won it. Back in October time, November time, was it?
A lot of our big games, Greg, have been away, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. I mean, we've got City coming up next month, but you know, I don't know. I think Anfield is feeling for a massive game, and I do think like that's where the FA Cup draws could come into play. Imagine if we did get an Arsenal in the FA, like in this coming round. Lad, you know, that could have been the kickstart of our season. Like I say, kickstart of our season, but you know what I mean. That could have been the kickstart of, like, you know what, we're gonna go on a fucking mental little charge here. We are gonna compete for these cups. We are gonna give it everything we've got to get top four. It could have genuinely been like, you know, something, but you can't complain with a lesser draw. You've got to just take it. You can only play who you get in front of you. It's a job.
Absolutely.
To do. We beat them before. We've got to beat them again. Simple as that.
100%. Shout out to our mate of mine, CELFC. Just changed his name. It was XYLFC. Don't know how we ended up with that one. But yeah, no, look, good question here, Mo. Rio, I think we do need to speak about Rio. Friends who comes on the show, Andy, is a big Rio fan. Actually knows his brother, I think it is. So you can't actually say a bad word about Rio to Andy. However, I don't think it was his greatest game yesterday, Mo.
No.
He needs to start being a bit more fucking assertive on the game. You know, he's got to do more for me.
But is that his fault, though? All he's had is training games. He's not even, like, we keep saying we don't want to hamper his development, but we're actually hampering it. We are, yeah. Because he's not playing for the under-18s. He's not playing for the under-21s. So the only actual game time, like, proper games he gets is when he comes on or starts for the cup, which has been very rare. Now, I was not disappointed, but I expected a bit more from him yesterday. But in hindsight, it's not his fault. He just hasn't had the games. You need to get into a rhythm. You need to, you know, get a good run of games to show people what you can do. You can't just have one game every 2 months and say, look, this is me. This is what I can do. So, like, I do have some sympathy for him, but yeah, I think everybody expected a bit more because he is the type of player that gets you excited. His trickery, his pace, but I just don't think we play him enough to see the best of him yet.
Greg, you were there yesterday. He's certainly a player that can get the crowd going a bit, but I mean,
well, of course,
he just needs to be a bit more direct, I think, at times. He's caught a bit of the cozy fucking itis, hasn't he? Cutting inside a little bit.
I know what you mean. I think that, you know, because you know what, right? It's like
that fucking cat. When he gets you, lad, he's got you cozy.
He's not like, because we all know there's a player in there, definitely. We all know that. It goes out saying, we saw his goal at Newcastle, the technique to wrap the ball around first.
You were there, lad. I nearly broke my fucking ankles down them steps.
Same, lads. It was fucking mental, innit? But, you know, I just think because he's not getting proper minutes in proper professional games of footy, and then he's not even getting minutes in the academy football. It's like, how do you find your footing? How do you find your form? How do you find your rhythm? How do you find your, your safe spot, your comfortable spot? How do you find out what you need to work on in game? Because you know what, training's good. He can be very good in training, and that's why Slott's like, get him into the first team. But then he only becomes a just in case option at that point. That's all he is right now, a just in case option.
Yeah. Guardiola said it best. He said recently, he was talking about the young players. He's like, the reason these young players aren't doing well is it's because they're not playing in the games, and then in the youth games, there's only about 30 fucking people there, so they can't deal with pressure. And then when they do play in the big games, Mo, the pressure, gets to them because of big occasion. I think you've just seen it recently with that Man United. Is it Shea Lacey, the Scouse kid to Man United? Lost his fucking head straight away, and that's probably because they're not getting enough chances to calm down.
And when they get the chance, they want to impress, don't they? So
exactly. Like Darwin Núñez when he joined Liverpool. I know he had games before for fucking Benfica. He's still a young lad and lost his head straight away. Do you know what I mean? It's certainly for Rio, Mo. I want to see more of him. He has got talent. I think he's trying too hard because he's not getting the minutes, Mo.
I think the best, again, he's trying too hard. He's not getting the minutes. We all want to see more of him, and I just think Slot doesn't trust youth, does he? In my opinion, and that's the biggest downfall. That
I get it right now. I get it.
I get it.
The squad's fucked, isn't it?
I get it, and I don't want to always compare Slot to Klopp. Okay, they're two different managers. But if Klopp had Rio for this season, we'd see him play a lot more, wouldn't we?
Yeah,
simple as.
He would have come on in the games like the Frankfurt 5-1s and that.
Exactly, games he should have come on.
He'd get his game in he'd get minutes in like Marseille and shit, and certainly Karabag. If he doesn't start Karabag, there's a problem. Do you know what I mean?
The best thing he did yesterday, he gave Cody a piece of his own medicine. I don't know if you noticed it. He had the ball cut inside. Cody made the run overlap.
And he fucked him off.
Fucked him off. I was like, come on, Fred.
That cunt was running around with his boots and everything.
Cody said, what about me? You should have passed it. And I was like, yeah, that's how Kirk gets feels.
Little fucking dope.
So that was the best.
I was laughing head off. He's fucking running through the pitch with his fucking boots in his hand, lad. Fucking what a fucking
imagine he scored that. Imagine he scored. That would have been hilarious.
That big soggy sock, lad, for all the fucking game after that. Do you know what I mean? Honest to God, this fella, lad, fuck me, put years on your life, lad. Took years off your life, sorry. But overall, Greg, there was a few players that did all right. Do you know one player I want to talk about, actually? And it worried me at times in the first half. Greg, and it was Virgil van Dijk. He started to get pulled around a little bit more, and it's you can see a bit of a decline, can't you? And I hate saying that. I fucking hate saying that. But
I get what you're saying. I do.
Something's not right with Van Dijk the last couple of weeks for me.
Do you know what? I think that's due to Joe Gomez, lad. I don't want to.
Lad.
And you know what? I don't want to take the light off Van Dijk and say Van Dijk was flawless, but obviously he wasn't. He had his moments, but I just think Gomez was so despicably poor last night.
What's he doing, lad?
Even after
he put Van Dijk in a lot of awkward situations, which I do think Van Dijk handled to the best of his capabilities. I don't know. I think
it was Gomez marking that.
Yeah, Gomez was trying to run through the first line of defense, and he was losing the ball, and then Van Dijk was in like a 2v1. Lad, what are you doing? He was trying to play long balls the same way Van Dijk does, and it's like, lad, you've played the ball on over it every single time, lad. Just keep it on the deck. What are you doing, lad? It's just stuff like that, and I just think because of that, it did put Van Dijk in a bit of an awkward position.
Keeps going into certain fucking plate positions that aren't his, Mo, and that's a worry for me. He's not trusting some people around him. I feel like fucking Joe Gomez would put the shit up anyone. He'd fucking scare fucking mass murderer Joe Gomez, lad. Fucking hell. Do you know what I mean? He's just not the player he was, Mo. You know what I mean? He's hung on that Liverpool for too long, lads, hasn't he?
And with the VVD thing, I totally agree what Greg said. He was probably babysitting Gomez a bit too much. Yeah. Also, yesterday's game is the perfect game to rest VVD. He's 4, And he's playing so many games. Yes, I know he's a superhuman, of a defender. But look, even half time, we all thought, Ibu was going to come on for VVD, but he never. Ibu came on for who did he come on for? Gomez. Even with 20 minutes to go, when we're 3-1 up, bring on Endo for VVD. Give him some. He just hasn't had a rest, has he? I just thought yesterday was a perfect opportunity to give Van Dijk some rotation and some rest. But clearly, Slot doesn't trust anybody else. So, yeah.
But Mo, I just say on that, he's scared to trust others, but he's not even trying it.
But that's it. And that's why Slot's got to go end the season.
Well, it's surprising, isn't it? That he's 34. Like, he's been with us for fucking that long. And he was the difference maker for Liverpool, Virgil van Dijk with Alisson. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, just want to say thank you for giving me the best days of my life, brother. You know what I mean? Nice one, lad. Van Dijk. Lads, you were a part of that, lad. Nice one.
Nice one, lad.
You know what I mean?
Nice one, lad. That kid's off fucking X-Factor. Nice one, Si.
Nice one, Si.
What a player he's been, lads, and I'll be devastated when he fucking hangs his boots up, lad.
Same, lad.
Crazy. Look, if you just join us, over 60 in the building, smash a like, subscribe. Someone's the road and to say Rio's currently jockeying with even less product. I think he's playing for a West Ham standard team in a few years. If he doesn't get games, obviously the club are gonna fucking consider that. We've got a few Virgil playing, but this is it, lads. He's a bit all over the place at the minute. Gomez awful. Yeah, Virgil's 34. What the fuck? It makes you feel old, doesn't it? Fuck yeah, now. When you realise Virgil's that old, he's been in the game that long. Mo,
he still looks like he can play to a pretty much high level for at least another 2 years as well. That's the thing.
But we need to manage that as well. Manage it as he gets older,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of playing 34 a season, he might have to drop down to maybe 28. But
I think, the one thing for sure is with Van Dijk, he needs another good centre-half around the place. He needs someone to be... There's no way he should be playing that game last night against Barnsley. There's just no way for it. Do you know what I mean? That's the devastating part with the Leone chat. Now, I'm going to bring something up to you, boys. And it's a David Ornstein tweet. Do you know what? People need to realise the best time to look for Liverpool news is straight after a Liverpool home game. And the reason being is they have guests that come to the match, don't they? So a lot of the journalists do go to Anfield, as you know. Yeah, they shout out Kane in the building as always. Hope you're good, fella. I'm going to bring this up, boys. This is David Ornstein this morning. So he says, Liverpool summer focus expected to be centre-back. No breakthrough on Konate contract, plus Van Dijk / Gomez expiring in 2027. Right-back recruitment not planned by LFC this window. And Salah staying, but not situation to watch at end. But situation to watch at end of season. And I think that's 100% bang on. I think Mo goes in the summer. We won't touch upon that. What, lad?
Topic for another day, that, innit?
Yeah, we'll leave Mo for another day. He's been fucking talked about a lot recently, hasn't he? Let him have a little rest. Put your feet up, Mo. Have a fucking rest, lads.
No worries.
He's he probably will need the rest after an AFCON, like.
Fucking no. He better fucking win, lad. If he come back, fucking punching heads in if he doesn't.
I know. He has to win, lad.
But let's talk about Konate then, boys, because we'll start with you first. Konate. No breakthrough, David Ornstein saying. For me, I think he's a goner in the summer, me.
Yeah, I'm a bit gutted about that. I'm one of the people.
You're a fan of Konate, aren't you?
I'm a fan, yeah. And he showed against Arsenal what he can do. Let's not.
Yeah, he did. But, it's strange though, isn't it? Because you know what he can do, but he just doesn't do it.
Well, this year he hasn't done it. Last year he was pretty good. Yeah, this year he just hasn't done it.
Oh, he was brilliant in the Madrid game, weren't he, Konate again?
Yeah, I think against the big teams, when he wants to show up, he shows up. But
he does. It's like Conor Bradley.
But I think big part of him is thinking, right, I'm going to leave end of the season, probably on a free. I want to play World Cup. I don't want to get injured. I think he's probably thinking about his future more than he is with the current day, which is sad, but it is what it is. But I'm gutted about that. I'm one of Ibu's biggest fans. And I just don't think, what kind of similar profile can we get in that is similar to Ibu? There's not many out there, is there? Like Gahey's not a similar profile to Ibu, and Gahey's not going to come to us anyway. So, like you said, we're going to go and buy 3 or 4 two minimum defenders. Schlotterbeck, maybe, I don't know. Bastoni, there's some big names.
Definitely won the club are looking at. I think he's more Van Dijk related, Mo.
But then all of these big names are related to whether we get Champions League. So
play with fire.
Exactly.
With fire. Like this comment, Greg, by LFC Mav, he's saying, is that Ornstein saying the club aren't going to spend any more on this manager's ideas and projects? I think forward-wise, I could understand it because we don't know where the forward style's going, but we shouldn't be fucking about with the centre back, Greg.
Yeah, no, of course, definitely. Like we should obviously be looking at finding a centre back now, but I wouldn't say that them not spending doesn't mean that they don't back the manager's plan. I just think they want to just see what comes out from the season. I just because obviously if they back the manager's plan wholeheartedly, they probably go and say, look, here's another 100 mil, fix this. But after a heavy spending window, it's one of them, like you can't really put all your eggs in one basket. I don't know. It's from a business point of view, it doesn't seem probable for owners to do that. You know what I mean? It doesn't. But because of that reason, I don't think that means that they are solidifying that it's the end. I just think, just from a money point of view, they just don't think that it's worth the risk. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's probably no value in the market right now either. The big names you want to get, you're not gonna get.
Yeah.
I think they could get Mark out if they fucking wanted it.
Just give them 40 fucking million for all I care.
Have the fucking toes there.
Yeah.
Maybe they've had a chat with Alonso and Alonso says, "Nah, I want someone else."
He's not in the fucking job either, yeah.
He's not in the job,
You sit down as well, lad. Put your fucking feet up. Liverpool need a centre half, Shabby. You fucking, unless you want to get your boots on and get involved, lad. You know what I mean? A question here, boys. Where is it? So Dave Rose, shout out to him with the comments. Ben, what do you think of Mane at Wolves? I think that's one to keep an eye on for the summer. I mean, he looks a player, him, and that's the type of player Liverpool will. They like that type of player forwards option. I think this is the type of player, Mo, that Liverpool should have been looking to bring in last year. So we had a year with them last year, and this year could be helping us out during AFCON. Because I don't understand why Liverpool haven't future-proofed it. Just bringing in one forward last year wasn't enough for Liverpool. They should have started bringing in options a little bit earlier. There's a comment here. Where is it? Go on then. We all want to talk about this. Sorry. This was another link that's come out, boys, from Kane. He's saying, Van der Ven, what do you think? Not too happy there, boys.
Lad, come mad. Lad, no, he's just not good. He's no.
And for me, I'm like, are we turning into the Dutch national team? Do we? Come on,
no, he's not. He's not the one, lads.
There's other nationalities out there. We've got too many Dutch players.
Mo, for me, he doesn't get me excited at all.
No,
I think he's a bang average, typical Spurs player.
Look, if I said to the three of you now, or two of you now, you got a choice of Van der Ven, sorry.
Schlotterbeck over Van der Ven.
Schlotterbeck, Bastoni, even that
Van der
kid
Ven will be at the bottom.
Yeah, even that kid from Club Bruges.
Adonis.
You're not picking Van der Ven ahead of any of them.
No.
He's another one that's a little prawn cracker, isn't he? He fucking gets injured every week. He's got pace, Greg, and I think that's what gets people excited. But I mean, I don't think that's our issue at the back.
No, that's both Kanate and Van Dijk are rapid. Look Frimpong, lad. Frimpong's a fucking speed machine.
Like road runner.
And then you've got Kerkers, lad. He's also another speed machine, lad, you know what I mean?
Speed
They'd
machine.
give Usain Bolt a good run for his money, pardon the pun. They would. They really would. You know, they're rapid. Pace is not our issue. Ironically, going forward, it is.
How the fuck? It's just Liverpool are fucking. They fry your brain, mate. Don't they? Fuck. Jesus Christ. But as I say, this is a good comment. You know, Mo, David's saying here, Liverpool always say they aren't spending what you expect them to say. We're going to spend loads in January. And I agree. It's definitely in the market for me, Mo. And that leads me to the person in particular, Mark Gay. I think we make a play. I've changed my mind. I didn't think we would because of the summer stuff. And I think Liverpool would like the summer stuff. But as it goes on, Mo, we aren't in the position to start fucking cutting costs. Because I tell you what, they'll have to cut costs if they don't get Champions League, mate. I think we're monitoring him this month. If City, I think you could see Liverpool if City make a go for him, Mo, we have to. Because then the fucking Edwards and News become under the pressure then.
100%. The fact that Mark Gay's not in a Liverpool shirt from January the 1st is the biggest.
I know, but when do you ever see that?
But if it was like so wrapped at watertight, we would have seen it, wouldn't we? You know? So that's my concern. And I just don't think Gay's going to come to us. I'm just going to say it. I don't think we're going to sign anyone, if I'm honest. I said that from January the 1st. I've kept consistent. I don't think we're going to sign anyone.
Greg?
Yeah,
come on. We need some good news, lads.
I don't see Liverpool signing any players this window, to be honest. I don't know. People can call me an E-Reds. People can say whatever, like all this, that, the other night. I don't give a fuck. But I think it's pretty daft going into the business end of the season now. And Bradley's just picked up another flipping hamstring or fucking knee injury or something. He's out for the rest of the season. He's done. He's not going to be involved again. Frimpong's had his fair share, right? He's had his fair share this season, and he's going to have a fair share more going into the business end of the season. That's one right back. Could easily turn into zero. Oh, but Gomez is there. Oh, that's fine. You can just play Konate and Van Dijk, but then Gomez at right back. Oh, wait, no. Forgot. Gomez is made out of Weetabix. So now we're going into... There's a potential of going into the business end of the season with the only fit defenders being Robertson, Kerkez, Konate, and Van Dijk. That's an issue.
You're going to start seeing Robbo playing centre half in some games.
That's an issue. And then you're going to because then what you're going to have is that you're going to either have Kerkez playing at right back or Robertson playing right back over Szoboszlai, because do you know what else is going to happen? One of our midfielders is going to get injured.
Yeah. Well, the fucking stress goes on them now. We are doing the fucking carbon copy at the minute of when after Klopp won the league, fucking midfielders coming fucking back.
We're already a Konate or Van Dijk injury away from seeing Gravenberch play centre back.
100%.
Do you know what? Like we are. We're literally. If one of them gets injured even for a week, oh fuck me.
Fucking hell, lad. He looks like he needs a good kip. He needs to start watching Liverpool, and they put him to fucking kip. No. Unpopular opinion here from Gaming with Grape Juice.
Yeah, there's a reason. There's a reason why that's so popular.
I don't know how anyone can't rate Mark. You know, boys.
There's a reason. There's a reason why that's an unpopular opinion. That's fucking mate. That's that's bang out of order.
I rate Mark Gay, but I can probably see this person's point a little bit. Gay's only been
point.
Well, look, just hear me out. I'm playing devil's advocate here.
Go on.
Throughout the season, Gay's been deployed in a back three. He's never been deployed in a back four. So we don't know what he's like in a back four, apart from the fact when he played for England. But you can't compare international football with Premier League.
Yeah, of course.
So I can see where he's coming from there. I'd be slightly worried to see how he would perform in the back four, especially in the back four Liverpool, where you have more responsibility than most other back fours. That's my only concern.
I don't think it matters. If you're a good centre half, you're a good centre half, and Mark Gay, he is a good centre half.
Don't get me wrong. I think he's a brilliant centre, and I'd love to have him. But I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, no, of course, I get that. But I just think, look, if you're a good centre half, if you're a good defender, you know what you're doing on the pitch. It doesn't matter what kind of defensive system you play. Like, you know what you're doing, and you know what your job is on the pitch. Like, yeah, the system could be set up to fail, But that's a system issue at the end of the day. But a good defender will always just be a good defender. That's just it. They will always know where to be. They will always know, who to mark. They'll always know who's in front of them, who's behind them. They'll always know where their options are to pass the ball. If they need to clear it, pass it back to the keeper or knock it out of play, they'll always know what to do. If they're just a good defender, if they're just a good ball player, they will know what to do. That's the basis of it, though, isn't it?
His passing range at the back is brilliant. One of the best centre-backs in the league for passing through the lines as well, So
this comment is also a disgrace, by the way, that he's short, right? Because if you fucking watch that Crystal Palace versus Liverpool game at Selhurst Park, right? See every single fucking ball that we put into the box, which bastard got their head onto it. It was Mark Gahey. Every fucking loose ball in the air. It was Mark Gahey beating Isak, beating flipping, who else was there? Just beating everyone to headers.
Wasn't fucking Hugo. He didn't make it, did he?
Lad, he beat me to a header. Like, lad, Mark Gahey was the one winning headers. I don't want to hear none of this about he's short, lad.
This is definitely a name that'll be on the list for Liverpool. That Van Hecke from Brighton.
Another Dutch person. Surprise, surprise.
Oh, God. Fucking hell. Liver Dutch.
No, I've got a serious question for you, Leah. Did you go to Amsterdam and have a bad experience or something?
No, I've been to Amsterdam over 20 times.
the Dutch vendetta.
It
sounds a bit personal, lad.
No. Amsterdam's one of my favourite places. I love the colour green, if you know what I mean.
You know what I mean.
And I have done for the last 40 years, so that's not going to change. So
I'm very chilled out, Mo.
I am always. When I finish this pod, I'm going to,
go look at some green stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Like the Liverpool kits, like the Liverpool kits. Like the
paid kit, like the paid one, as you know.
Look, do you know what I mean? Like, I know our manager's Dutch. Does that mean that we have to go buy every fucking Dutch person?
Yeah, no, I get you. No, it's a bit of a mad one, isn't it? It's a bit of a mad one.
Do you know what? This fucking channel cracks me up. 69, the building, smash it, like, subscribe. There's a comment here. I'm going to spice it up. Where is it? CELFC. One signing you would like the club to make, you can't be generic. Mo, I'm coming to you first. Pressure's on you. I want one defender, one midfielder, and one forward player that you think realistically, decent price, not just fucking £200 million signings, and that would massively impact Liverpool for next season or in the summer.
You put me in a spot now.
Well, that's the fucking point, lads. But I'm sure you'll be chilled out soon.
Schlotterbeck for defence for me.
You would?
All day. I think put him in our team. He's potentially the future Verge replacement for me. He's got everything. He's got pace.
Someone else saying Schlotterbeck, Mo.
Yeah, Snake, I got you. Schlotterbeck. Do you know what? I'm going to say something weird here. I like Wharton, but I'm not 100%.
I'm not 100%, but I don't know why. He's a great player.
I'd rather go get a proper number 6, like a Lamine Kamara or Sangara, or someone who's just going to sit in the 6, like Casado does, and let the other players go. Go on, you go do it. I'll do all of the dog work here. You guys carry on. Like,
someone who just doesn't mind doing the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, exactly. So I'd get a Schlotterbeck. I'd get a 6, like a.
Mo's just fucking brilliant, lad. I love Mo on here.
So I get a Schlotterbeck, I get a proper 6, like a Zangara or a Kamara, and I would. Do we need a striker? We need a winger, don't we?
Forward.
Yeah, we need a winger. So, like a Nusa or a Malik Fofana project. I don't think we've got the money to go and get someone ready-made. Maybe a project or someone who's there on the cusp.
Well, they make a fucking fortune, Liverpool, now, lads.
But we'll probably get rid of another 5-6 players in the summer as well. Definitely. You got the likes of Elliott, Salah potentially, So yeah, but forward, I'm not come back to you on the forward, but Schlotterbeck and a proper 6, I'd definitely bring.
Interesting. You know the score, lad. Greg, what would be your defender midfield? For me, Greg, the midfield. I don't know if you know of any players yet, but The midfield one is the one I'm struggling with. I'm like him. I'm like Mo. I want to see a proper specialist in there. I don't think we've got a specialist in our midfield.
So the thing is, right, is that I know this is like a very what's it called, like fanny and out opinion, but I just couldn't give you a name. I don't know, like it's just I don't know. I couldn't not just give you a name. I don't want to be the kind of person who just throws out names like they're playing FIFA. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't like that. I hate that because then people just start throwing out more names and be like, nah, but lad, have you seen this kid here? Lad, he's heavy. I'm like, no, I'm not about it. I can't just throw out names like that. So for that reason, I'm going to say Mark Gahey, obviously. I just think, look, even if people don't rate him, I still think he's still a good enough defender to even challenge for a starting 11 position, regardless. If you don't think that is a bare minimum of what he is capable of, simple, done and dusted. Midfielder, there is no number 6 right now in the world that would either leave their club, the club that they're at right now.
Think of it as the summer, Greg. For the summer.
Well, still though, I don't think there's a number 6 right now that is at a Liverpool type level that is not already at one of them world beater clubs. I don't think there is.
That's why you're going to have to go pick the next Casado. Go and find one, like, you know?
Yeah. That's what you're
like
going to do.
Kamara or a Sangara. That's the kind of 2 players I put my, if I was a betting man, I'd put my mortgage on them to become world class.
And then, I mean, for me, striker, I mean, we all know who's a free agent. We all know there's a free agent out there in the world who's from Belgium and he wore the number 27. You know what I mean? He's out there. He's free. I'm just saying. The Champions League final next season's in Madrid. You know, bring him back. Bring back big Divock Origi. Yeah, we've got a fucking Champions League to win, boys.
Mate, if we bring back Divock, he needs to get on the Ozempic. He's put on a bit of tubby.
On the Ozempic. He needs to go round the dam with you and just fucking have a little fucking go around the dam. That'll lose some weight.
These red lights are just to help you see.
I'm just joining Greg shouting at Origi. What good, Simon?
Lad, this fucking podcast cracks me up, lad. So, we've got fucking Mo talking about red lights. We've got Origi shouts. Oh, fuck. You know what I mean, lad? Lads, I love it. No, it's fucking, what a fucking channel. I like the Mark Gay one, but I also like Bastoni. That's one to probably keep an eye out of. Keep an eye on. The midfielder one, that's still question mark. Barcola, boys.
It's a drink from
I wouldn't say no to that, defo. I definitely wouldn't say no to that.
Yeah, I think Liverpool need a bit of a fucking... I think Bastoni would be a cracker in our squad.
That's the future Italian centre-back pairing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bastoni, Leone, so it makes sense.
Leone, yeah.
Yeah.
Divock and Mo on the space cakes. Put it that way, lad. There'd be no problem scoring goals then.
I would not be against, Barcola at all. Like I just think he's not similar. He's not a similar player to Luis Diaz, but he has a kind of flair about him that Diaz had. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, fuck that. All right then. So we're playing on the weekends. Burnley, interesting one. Actually, do you know there was a question we were talking about? One word answers, boys. Who's your favourite LFC? Actually, before I pose the question, when are we expecting Mohamed Salah back, boys? Does anyone know?
He's going to win AFCON. Simple as that.
Yeah, he's playing tomorrow, isn't he, against Mane? So
yeah,
is he?
Yeah, Senegal, Egypt.
Tomorrow.
You know.
So semi-finals tomorrow, and then the finals on the weekend.
Who's the other semi-final?
Nigeria versus someone.
Morocco.
Did Osimhen fuck off, or is he still there?
Osimhen's still there. He's banging him in.
Wasn't he saying he was getting off?
Don't know, to be honest. I can't remember.
He fucked off down the fucking tunnel, didn't he? And just got outside to walk.
No, we had a little bust up with Ademola Lookman because Lookman never passed him the ball. But next game they'll.
Sounds like Liverpool.
Yeah,
Didn't
they
touch the
cut
ball.
me. Osherman's still there. But yeah, I think everyone wants Mane to win tomorrow, don't they? But I don't care who wins tomorrow.
You know what, lads? You know what? If Salah misses a couple more games and goes on to win AFCON, and then he comes back and is absolutely on fire,
It's
you
good
want
for us,
that.
then, isn't it? Yeah.
You want that.
Yeah. Mane's fucking took all the dough in Saudi. He's fucking flying, isn't he?
Yeah, let the man get dough, fella. You know what I mean?
Yeah, then Tasha's got a question, boys. Senegal or Egypt, who wins tomorrow? Greg, you're saying obviously Egypt.
To be fair, I've actually been watching AFCON quite in depth, and I just think on paper, Egypt have a much better team.
Question. You've been watching Egypt. There's a player there in that Egypt side that people keep talking about. Do you think he's got it? Marmoush. What do you think of him?
I'd take him all day. All day.
Marmoush.
Villa are the favourite.
Okay, Habibi. When he comes to Liverpool, Habibi.
Yeah.
Are these fucking heavy, him, lads? I don't care. He's sound, him. He's boss.
But Man City will never sell him to us.
They wouldn't.
Never. So Villa are the favourites to get him.
It's interesting. Why is he not getting a game at City, boys, by the way?
Because that's just the City way of doing things. Oh, you haven't scored more than 10 goals. Let's go get Semenyo. And Semenyo, Semenyo will have half the season, realise that he hasn't scored more than 10 goals, and they'll go get the next winger.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, yeah, that's a bit of a mad one. That, like as a for a career choice, like I get the sentiment of going to City, but if you're going into a squad where about 3 other players play your position.
Yeah,
like,
and you're not guaranteed to start.
Unless you're up for the challenge, fair enough. I'm just saying, if we put in for Semenyo, we would have joined us, because lad, starting every week is pretty much guaranteed.
It is now, yeah. It is now. Interesting, boys. Do you know what? It was good to have a little chat on the transfer situation, because 13th of Jan, I think it shuts the 2nd of Feb, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, usually.
Shouts for Alvarez. He'd be a dream signing, but they're not going to spend that much money on another forward. Do you know what I mean?
I wanted Alvarez before we got Isak, if I was honest with you.
I wanted Alvarez before Isak as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
They were the 2 options, obviously, weren't they? Alvarez and Isak. But yeah. Boys, we'll wrap it up. We've got a few shows lined up through the week. We'll find the details out as we can. But obviously, Burnley. Yeah, Ross, I'm on that. Fucking Isak haters, lads. Fuck them. Leave us Alex alone, he's shouting, boys. Leave us Alex alone. And on that note, we'll wrap it up. We've got a few, we'll do the Burnley stuff later in the week. Hopefully you 2 boys are free. And we'll have another madness show again. Mo, you can entertain us for an hour again. Reds, have a good one. We'll see you soon. Up the fucking Reds.